G-Love. Thank you, G-Love. Jeff, Jim, thank you for your special sauce. You know, I'm not a reckless driver, at least most of the time. I obey the speed limit. When the light ahead of me turns to amber, I generally slow down and stop. But I do that mostly because I live in a state of constant fear. I live in a state of fear about almost everything. It doesn't have to be the car. It could be money. It can be health. It can be whether or not my dog is going to jump over the fence and run away. It can be anything. And I admire, beyond almost anyone else, I'd say beyond anyone else, people who have no fear. That's why today I'm so happy to have on my show a man who does not know fear. He is like a shark of a man, although a very pleasant, good-looking one. He spent his entire life in and around the fast lane. He's a huge, huge star of the NASCAR racing circuit with 13 victories in the NASCAR Busch Series, 2 in his rookie year on the prestigious Winston Cup circuit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man without fear, Dale Earnhardt Jr. G-Love, do you know fear?
No, man, except for around the ladies.
But you do not know fear. Now, I want to know, tell me about your childhood. I want to try to figure out why you don't live in fear the way everybody else does. Tell me about your childhood. Where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in Kannapolis, North Carolina, which is a cotton mill town.
Uh-huh.
And my parents separated at an early age, and I lived with my mother for probably about the first 6 years of my life, and I woke up one morning and the kitchen was on fire. So,
well, how did it start on fire?
Just faulty wiring or something. It was a mill house. Everybody lived in mill houses around the cotton mills, so they were kind of old. But, yeah. We were not very well off, so my mother gave custody of me and my sister to my father, who was starting to become an established race car driver himself, and this was probably 1981, and so ever since then I've been living with him. Everything's been great.
But wait a second, and he doesn't know fear either.
I don't think so.
Really? He's not afraid ever?
I know it more than he does, I think.
Have you ever seen your father afraid of anything?
Not really. I mean,
if somebody walked into his house with a shotgun and said, "Give me all your money," what would he do?
I think he'd have a shotgun before they would. I mean,
really? He's that quick?
Yeah.
Ooh. Now, what was your first experience of driving a car? Did you start driving at 16, or were you driving before that?
Well, I was just like every other kid. A father would put you in the front seat on his lap when you were 11 years old and drive down the interstate when it was typically safe.
You think every other kid has that happen to him?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean,
all the kids you knew had fathers who, at the age of 11, put them on their laps and had them drive a car on the interstate.
I thought so, yeah. I thought everybody was like that.
Now, your father's nickname, the very, very super famous Dale Earnhardt Sr., is the Intimidator. Was he intimidating to you when you were a child?
Definitely, yeah.
How did he intimidate you?
With a belt.
Oh, really? So if you were bad, he would hit you with a belt?
Yeah, I got a lot of whoopings.
What was the typical thing that you were bad about?
Well, I think the worst one was for not doing schoolwork. I mean, there's little schoolwork, lies, things like typical stuff.
My son never does his schoolwork. I never even think of whooping him.
Well,
that's probably a mistake.
Yeah, times have changed. I mean, that was a while back.
Now, when did you first race? When was your first NASCAR race?
Probably 1994.
And what was that race?
That was like what they called then the Winston Racing Series, which was a regional a series that ran at local tracks around the southeast.
Now, what kind of a car was your first car?
It was Lumina.
A Lumina,
yeah,
a Chevy Lumina.
Yeah.
So how fast did it go?
Well, I mean, I was averaging speeds at the track that I was at probably 90 miles an hour. But
and how old were you?
Just turned 18.
So you're 18 years old. You're racing a little teeny car, 90 miles an hour, around a track. Do you know what happens to a car like that if it hits a solid, immovable object?
Yeah, I've done it.
You've done it?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
I got knocked out.
Knocked out?
Yeah.
Why weren't you killed? I mean, what kept you from
well, the cars are safe. I mean, they're just a lot of padding, a 5-point harness. You're not going anywhere. So
really,
yeah, you got a good helmet on, everything.
So you were knocked out, and did you wake up in the hospital?
No, I just woke up like 5 minutes later. I didn't even know I was knocked out. I remember going down the straightaway, and somebody had dumped a lot of oil on the straightaway.
Oh.
And, yeah. I spun out and I hit the wall, and I remember when I was going backwards toward the wall prior to hitting it, and then the next thing I know, there was a guy standing next to my car, and I didn't even know I'd been knocked out. I immediately thought, what are you doing? You're going to get run over. We're out here racing.
So wait a second. So did your father whoop you with a belt for that?
No.
At that point, he didn't intimidate you.
Well, I mean, he was still intimidating, but he knows everybody makes mistakes, I guess.
It's a simple mistake.
Yeah.
You just crashed your car at 90 miles an hour into a solid object. Do you have a Did you have a driving coach when you first started?
Yeah, sure did.
Who was your coach? Was
a
your
guy
father?
No, actually, it was a guy named Gary Hargett.
And was he a patient guy?
Yeah.
Did he whoop you if you did anything wrong?
No.
So the only guy to whoop you has been the intimidator himself.
Yeah, that's the only guy.
Well, you're not married, though, right?
No.
So that explains
No,
that. All right, well, we're going to race away to a commercial in just a few seconds, but we'll be right back after these life-transforming messages from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere.
This President's Day, Comedy Central celebrates America's great leaders.
That is hot!
And will leave you wondering why we bother to vote at all.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Watch Saturday Night Live's President's Day Marathon, Sunday beginning at noon on Comedy Central.
Scary. Hold everything. Pantene hairsprays are now new Satique sprays. Customized formulas that hold your curly, volume, or smooth look longer. Guaranteed. New custom hold Satique hairsprays from Pantene Pro V.
This is heaven. I'm not dead.
Lance Barton is getting a second chance to live the perfect life. There's just one problem.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Down to earth.
He's going crazy.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, February 16th.
Wendy's announces our honey ham and chicken sandwich is back with its whole breast filet, creamy Dijon, and honey ham. And you can thank Dave if you ever see him again. Wendy's honey ham and chicken. It's all the buzz.
As a real estate agent, my appearance is crucial. I just didn't like the idea of putting on a suit and seeing more and more hair loss each day. So I made one of the most important calls of my career to 1-800-HAIR-CLUB. I got their free brochure, and I picked the hair loss option that was best for me. Now I feel younger, I think I look better, and my wife fell in love with me all over again.
His hair looks so great, people just can't tell. Our friends, our neighbors, even my mom didn't know he did anything. He looks better than the day we got married.
Call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB today.
Longing for a new place to call home? Well, now you can move up in style. Call now and see how you can get Sears gift cards worth $1,500 when you purchase any new Champion home. Outfit your family room. Add glamour to your bath. Make your kitchen really cook. Don't miss out. Call now for a Champion Home Center near you.
Hello, Champion. How may I help you?
Think of all the ways you could spend $1,500 in Sears gift cards when you purchase a new Champion home.
Wake up, Champ. Come see your new home.
Lucky dog. Champion, the world's largest home builder.
Rockstar, Time Traveler, and now a plush doll with his very own detachable wheelchair.
Timmy!
Just go to our online store, ComedyCentral.com, to order the new Timmy plush today.
Timmy!
Welcome back. Welcome back to Turn Ben Stein On. I'm talking with one of NASCAR's most promising and bravest and most fearless, and I think very good-looking, young, very frighteningly young. How old are you?
26.
26-year-old drivers, about the challenges of professional race car driving. Now, what happens if you have to sneeze when you're going 185 miles an hour?
Well, you just sneeze. I mean, that's
Does the car go out of control?
Well, I mean, as long as you don't keep your eyes closed for too long, I guess.
Okay. Now, this is a question that has occurred to me a long time. The races go on a very long time, right? I mean, how long is it, say, a 400... If it's a 400-mile race, goes on at least 2.5 hours.
3.5, probably.
3.5
yeah,
hours,
3.5,
okay.
4 hours.
Are you allowed to go to the bathroom? Do you have bathroom breaks?
There was no bathroom breaks, but there's nobody stopping you.
But you could stop, you could run out and pee.
Yeah, but I'd probably, I mean, I'd lose my job. If
You would really?
I just stopped in the middle of the race. I mean,
so what do you do? Do you have a little Coke bottle that you carry with you? And what do you do?
Well, it's not happened to me, but a couple times. You just go.
You just go in the car.
If you can't hold it, I mean,
you just pee on yourself.
Yeah, not much else you can do.
I see. Well, so you don't drink much water or soda before the race.
Well, see, you sweat so much that it don't ever happen.
I see.
You perspire so much. I mean, the temperatures in the cars are 140 degrees, and that's average.
Why? No air conditioning?
No air conditioning.
Why is that? Because it uses up too much energy from the car?
Well, I mean, the brakes. The brakes are only probably 6 foot from you. They're 800 to 1,000 degrees.
Wow.
I mean, the exhaust is hot enough to burn you. I mean,
so wait a second. You don't have an air conditioner, correct? Can you eat while you're driving?
I haven't never, ate anything while I was driving.
Can you drink while you're driving? I mean, can you pick up a soda?
Yeah, we got a straw runs around from a bucket, drink water out of.
So you can sip while you're drinking while you're driving. What about, can you listen to the radio?
No radio. I sneak a CD player with me, but...
Oh, you do really?
I guess I won't get to anymore.
You do really? And you listen to it on headphones?
Yeah.
What is your favorite car that you own?
I don't know. I have a '69 Camaro. It's a lot of fun.
And what kind of engine does it have? A really gigantically powerful engine?
It's a aluminum head Corvette motor.
And how fast will it go?
I haven't gotten it up to top speed yet, so.
What's the highest speed you've gotten?
Probably 120.
Now, where do you drive? Is that on a track or is that on the...
No, actually, the road in front of my house is really straight. So.
What do your neighbors think about that?
I haven't stopped long enough to ask them.
Now, what was your first NASCAR senior circuit race? That is, NASCAR has various levels of racing, right? What's the biggest level called?
Winston Cup.
The Winston Cup. Yeah. What was your first race in that?
That was Charlotte, North Carolina, the Coca-Cola 600 in 99.
And was your father in that race too?
Yeah, he sure was.
When you first said to him, Dad, I want to be a race car driver like you, what did he say to you?
Well, I was going to have to wait. I mean, I told him that when I was 11 years old, and you can't race till you're 16.
So he said, I'm sorry you can't start racing on the NASCAR circuit when you're 11?
Yeah, I mean, I was tugging on his shirt every day.
You wanted to start racing at 11? I see. But he didn't let you?
No.
He shows a lot of restraint. Now, what is your... When you start racing in the senior circuit, you were how old again, please? That was a year
16,
ago.
Yeah.
No, but in the
senior circuit, that's 25, yeah.
Okay, and you and your father put on your helmets and your suits and everything, and did he give you anything like a thumbs up or go to it, my boy, or did he say, I hope you lose? Or
Well, yeah, I mean, he's always saying he's going to beat me. So.
And how much is the cup? How much do you win if you win that?
Well, I think it's $3 million this year.
$3 million?
Yeah.
I see. So you are in competition with your father for a $3 million prize.
Right. Well, pretty much.
What will he do if you win?
Well, he gets half of it because he owns my car. He's in a win-win situation.
What kind of a car is that?
That's a Chevy Monte Carlo.
And what does it have that makes it special? Because my parents used to have a Chevy Monte Carlo, and I'm sure they were not on the NASCAR circuit. Well, what does it have that makes it special?
Well, the car is built from the ground up. I mean, basically you could build a car off this floor right here, and the chassis is square tubing, and they build that, and the motors are hand built inside the shop.
Well, what do they do to it to keep you from dying?
From dying?
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted.
Well, the roll cage is built. The chassis of the car is built with safety first. All the bars and everything are made to have crush-resistant zones and things like that. And there's a lot of padding and a lot of big, huge washers that hold the seat in.
So what I'm going to ask you when we come back from these commercials, and these commercials, by the way, are unbelievably important pit stops in our lives. What I'm going to ask you is, what are you thinking as you feel the car start to go out of control going around a curve? Meanwhile, don't answer me now, in a moment. We've got to refuel our money tanks with money from the sponsors. When we come back, more Dale Earnhardt Jr., superstar racer.
Stick around for Saturday Night Live, followed by Strangers with Candy, only on Comedy Central.
like to make an important announcement. Our honey ham and chicken sandwich is back. With its big whole breast filet, creamy Dijon sauce, and 2 slices of honey ham, it makes a delicious sandwich. And you can thank Dave if you ever see him again. Wendy's Honey Ham and Chicken. It's all the buzz.
3 at the door. Welcome to the Miller Lite Racing Garage. This could be your chance to win the ultimate race fan experience.
Grab your Miller Lite Racing VIP hard card, and you could be the lucky winner who gets to race by day and party by night. You'll fly to Vegas and spend all day learning how to drive a stock car. And after a few laps around the track, you and your friends will get to hang out in the party pit at the Miller Lite Racing Garage. So pick up your Miller Lite Racing VIP hard card in the specially marked packages at Miller Lite. Taste the victory. It's Miller time.
As a real estate agent, my appearance is crucial. I just didn't like the idea of putting on a suit and seeing more and more hair loss each day. So I made one of the most important calls of my career to 1-800-HAIR-CLUB. I got their free brochure, and I picked the hair loss option that was best for me. Now I feel younger, I think I look better, and my wife fell in love with me all over again.
His hair looks so great, people just can't tell. Our friends, our neighbors, even my mom didn't know he did anything. He looks better than the day we got married.
Call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB today.
February. It's not just holidays like Valentine's Day and National Pistachio Day. It's also a month of new episodes on Comedy Central. So even when it's Waitangi Day in New Zealand, you'll still see the BattleBots finals. Want to get turned on for Tu B'Shvat? It's Jewish Arbor Day. Then turn on new episodes of Turn Ben Stein On and The Man Show. And when China's Lantern Festival lights up, you'll party with new episodes of Strip Mall. From Groundhog Day to Dia La Bandera. Every day in February is a holiday on Comedy Central. I'm Peter Graves.
We're back with Turn Ben Stein On. We're talking with NASCAR superstar and major babe magnet Dale Earnhardt Jr. about the perils and perks of life in the fast lane. Now, let me ask you a question. When you're driving, does your mind wander, or are you totally focused on what you're doing?
Well, it just depends, Ben. I mean, when you're running in the top 10 or you're competitive, it's, you know, it's easy to focus on that. But when you've had a bad race, you wreck, and you're out there just gathering points, running around with the car tore up, it's easy to think about what you're going to do when you get home. Or
now, what is the single most frightening moment you've ever had on the racetrack?
Well, it's frightening, but on the same side of the coin, it's probably the funnest time I had. I was racing in 1999. It was my first Busch races, which is like the AAA to Winston Cup, and got turned around on the back straightaway, and this is like at 100.
So you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, this is like.
How fast were you going?
About 190.
And what were you thinking at that second?
Well, I was thinking that I was just going to do a lot of sliding for a long time because that's pretty fast. It's going to take a while to get slowed down, but then when the car gets turned around backwards, the air gets under it, picks it up just like a leaf.
And then what happened?
It went up in the air, flipped around, done a few pirouettes and whatnot, and landed on the ground.
And then what did you do?
Kind of spun into the infield. I landed on top of another car and then fell back to the ground and got banged around a little bit, and then the car finally stopped and I got out, and I was...
Were you thinking, now what am I going to say to St. Peter about why I'm here and what I've done while I was on Earth? No.
It's like, it takes your stomach, you know, you get that feeling when you're on a roller coaster.
So it's like being on a roller coaster.
Yeah, and it's like, it's really crazy. The craziest thing is like this huge, heavy wall of grass coming straight at the windshield, like somebody, like it's a prop almost. You know,
because you've flown up in the air and then are coming down.
And you still feel like you're upright, but this huge wall of grass is coming at you and bangs into the car just like it's a prop or something.
Do girls chase you like mad because you're a good-looking young race car driver in the South?
Not like down the street or anything. I mean, not like.
But are there NASCAR race driver parties where there are cute girls hanging around to meet the drivers?
Not yet.
Why is that? Because there are a lot of those for talk show hosts.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I could. Who's putting those on? Maybe I could talk.
That's Al Burton, our executive producer.
I got a lot of drivers be interested in that.
Yeah, we put those on. My God, I'm surprised you don't have them. Anyway, what is the major allure of danger? Is it that you feel most alive when you're closest to death?
I don't think it's that. I think that you're part of only a few guys. This is the elite series of stock car racing, and you're one of 43 guys that are chosen to do this by major corporations and major sponsors, and there's 150, 180,000 race fans cheering, and you're putting on a show, and just to have that authority just for those 3.5 hours on Sunday, that's the appeal.
but the girls are not chasing you.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, I've seen movies like where race car drivers get out of their race cars and there are beautiful girls waiting to throw their arms around them.
Yeah.
That's not true in real life?
Mm-mm.
Whoa, ripple. Okay, that's the yellow flag I'm getting from my producers. It means we have to slow down for commercials on the Ben Stein Super Speedway. Don't miss it.
Keep your eye on Dale Earnhardt Jr. He has come from the back of this pack again. He made a late pit stop. What a run he's making on the outside of Nate Due to take over second now.
He pitted 2 laps into this final segment. This is the battle for second. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has it. Now, can he make up a half second?
I've seen a lot of things in my life, but I don't think I've ever seen the determination that this young man has.
This is for the lead and for a possible payday of better than $500,000. They are going to be to the white flag next time.
He's going to the outside. He's pulling even as they head down the back straightaway.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., a 2-time winner this year, trying to grab the Winston away. But here comes Jarrett.
Earnhardt got a little better run off.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has the lead here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway.
He knows he has done something special. He knows.
And now here's the big man himself, Dale Sr., giving the hug to his son. What a great moment.
This week on Turn Ben Stein On, Norm Macdonald lets Ben in on a little family secret.
Are your parents living?
It's a mixed marriage. My mom is alive and my dad's dead.
Turn Ben Stein On next Thursday night at 11:30, only on Comedy Central.
Presenting Modern Rock. '24 New Wave Class. Then audition other modern rock albums. Satisfaction guaranteed.
I know what boys like. I know what guys.
So call now for Modern Rock on 2 CDs or 2 cassettes for just $12.99.
To order Modern Rock, call 1-800-720-5599 or send $12.99 for 2 cassettes or 2 CDs plus $3.99 shipping and handling to Modern Rock, Department 2, Richmond, Virginia 23280 or call 1-800-720-5599.
We want everyone to watch The Man Show, even sushi chefs. Hola! So this is The Man Show. Tell us what you think of it.
You sick puppies!
This would have her eating Gilbert's grapes in no time. How do you think this would go over in Japan?
Big difference between here and Japan.
I know, we're taller. Did you enjoy it?
Not enjoyable.
Terrible.
ひどいですよ。
All those girls jumping around,
ダメですよあれは。
shaking around.
That's good American humor. You didn't like it when Jimmy had sex with the monkey?
That's gross, man.
What part of it didn't you like?
Disgusting.
Stupid.
やめてください。
Would you mind putting the knife down?
The Man Show. Quality television for everyone. Sundays at 10, only on Comedy Central.
We're back with NASCAR racing star and very modest, self-effacing, and talented, brave young man, Dale Earnhardt Jr. In a minute, we're going to test our racing skills against each other with some pretty scary racing machines. But before we do, let me ask you a question. Have you ever beaten your father in a race?
Certainly.
And what did he say to you after the race?
He threw a shoe at me.
He did?
Yeah.
And what race was that?
This was a race in Japan. It was an exhibition.
And he threw a shoe at you, and what did he say?
That was it.
Was he really mad, or was it a joke?
He was angry. I used some kind of dirty tactics to beat him.
Really, what'd you do?
I kind of cut him off, ran into him a little bit.
And so, but you beat him, and how much did you win?
Just maybe 20,000 more than he did.
But you were happy about it, because you intimidated the intimidator. Yeah. Now, speaking of intimidation, are there women racing in NASCAR?
Oh, yeah.
There are not Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney.
Well, actually, my sister was a driver at one time.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 28.
Is she a good driver?
She was. She's a parent now, so.
How about you have brothers who race?
Yeah, I got a brother named Kerry. He drives on a lower circuit.
How old is
trying to
he?
get started, 30.
Is he a good driver?
Yeah.
So it runs in the family. When you beat your dad in that race in Japan, did you go out and have some yummy sushi to celebrate, or some sake and some Yokohama Mama?
Drank some sake.
You did? And were you happy? Did he laugh about it afterwards?
He was nowhere to be found.
Really? Well, I guess he felt as if you were about to whoop him. Have you ever considered any other careers? I mean, if you ever get sick of this, like, would you consider, say, being an accountant or a chemistry teacher in high school?
Yeah, I thought about being a quarterback for the Washington Redskins.
Really? Are you a really good thrower, passer?
No, just a big fan.
Of the Redskins?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Redskins, too, because I grew up in Washington.
Really?
Yeah, I've been a big fan for a long time.
We could be a walk-on or something.
I would just be there cheering you on. That's very exciting. Now, we're going to do something kind of frightening. I'm going to race against Dale Earnhardt Jr. on television. We each have our remote controls. We each have our cars. These are frighteningly real cars. And let's just test them. Vroom, 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 vroom. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, we're going to point these cars at each other. We're going to have a demolition derby. All right. Okay, ready? Ready? Here we go. Demolition derby. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yay! More demolition derby. More demolition derby. Ready? Oh! Oh, ow, that hurt. All right. Oh, ow. Ow, that hurt. All right, that was too scary. That's too scary. Okay. I can see. I can see why it takes a lot out of you to do that.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, gosh. I don't know. All right, I'm going to now say, Dale Earnhardt, thank you so much. You've impressed me a lot. I'm going to now ask if you'll do some push-ups with me here. All right. Ready for our Dale Earnhardt NASCAR push-ups.
Watching Comedy Central. Up next, it's Saturday Night Live.
Talk to talk, walk the walk, laugh to laugh, heal the scratch, shut up and talk, shut up and talk, shut up and talk. I like it.